What if you could carry two brushes in one? Introducing the Il Doppio from Borciani e Bonazzi. Hi everyone, welcome to another new video. In today's video, we'll be talking about a travel brush and it's called Il Doppio from Borciani Bonazzi. Let's unbox this travel brush and see how it feels. This brand is from Italy. And it's not as popular as the other brands that we come to know, like the black velvet brushes, Escoda brushes. But this company is well established in Italy and it is now expanding globally, shown by their sponsorship at the Urban Sketches Symposium. I think it's worth exploring what brushes they have. And this one over here is their travel brush, and I got it because, yeah, like how many brushes have you seen with two edges, like two ends in one brush? Okay, so it's a capsule-shaped brush. It has a capsule-shaped body. It measures about 17 cm and it weighs 27.6 grams. So the body is made from metal with smooth, shiny black surface. There's some sort of weight to it and it feels sturdy, but it is not that too heavy. I like how they actually printed the identity of the brush head on the cap, so you can really easily tell from like on the go like which side you're opening. So at the back it says here Borciani Bonazzi, and this is travel brush number 1, 710 Italy. So this is made in Italy. The caps are friction fitted, so I'm gonna just pull this off and you can see that it's really, there's a hole like usually for ventilation purposes, and it's just kind of like fitted. There's no screwing mechanism. Can you see? It just pulls it out. You can pull out. You can pull two at one go, but of course you're not gonna use two brushes, like two heads at one time. I'm gonna like just show you what are the differences. So firstly, this Il Doppio features two distinct heads. This one over here is the quill brush. So it's a round quill brush with hydro, okay, synthetic fiber. And over here, this one is a size 10 round brush with MKS Kolinsky synthetic fiber. So both fibers are vegan and they are cruelty-free, so they're not taken from poor rabbits and squirrels. So it also has like, these two are actually has exceptional absorbency and precision, and the size is just right for like a quarter sheet, A4 or even an A5. Let's see the Il Doppio in action. Starting with the hydro quill brush, it's supposed to hold an incredible amount of water and it's perfect for washes and backgrounds. And I'm gonna just take a bit, let me just make a kind of a nice wash. So this watercolor over here is Flame Red from Mission Gold's new class of super granulating or granulating colors. So I will kind of make a nice wash and just kind of saturate the brush. So I'm saturating the brush with the watercolor. This is an A4 size paper, just a kind of a sketch paper. I'm just going to write here the quill brush. I'm going to write here the Il, okay, Doppio, okay, and this is over here the quill brush, quill brush, okay, wash. So this is how much water, like the area it will cover with just one swipe in the paint. This is quite a big block over here. So it is characterized by high absorbency and softness, and it allows for slow, gradual and homogeneous water release. So as you can see, I'm gonna try to see how long it would go, okay, how many rounds it would actually do. So far so good. I'm not sure when it will stop and how many of this we would go through. Seems like to be going forever. I have to like make this a bit smaller. Still releasing, brush stroke still going strong. It kind of stops. No, it's still going. It's still going. Still going. So probably, I think it still has quite a lot to go, but I don't think we will continue. But anyway, it gets fainter and fainter. I think it's like good to tell you, like this is kind of already telling you how much it can go. So what I'm gonna do here is gonna show you how this tip is very fine. Okay, so this is a kind of a quill brush, but it does give a very fine tip. So if you kind of let your brush like hold it perpendicularly, can you see how fine this is? I think it's so amazing, and it kind of bounces back. So this is as small as thin as you can get. This brush has a thin and precise end, and the body will widen when you apply the right pressure. Okay, and the tip follows the pressure of the stroke. Can go like this, and then can go as thick as this, and then you can just kind of lift it off. So you remember like for leaves, this is probably one of those brushes that you can use for painting like beautiful leaves. And you can go very thin, so you could do like hatches like this, like little hatches. So I'm gonna kind of let it wait a little bit, but you can imagine like using the same brush. I'm gonna let these wait. I think this is kind of already kind of dry, so let me just use a thick, like more concentrated paint, and you can actually use the same brush to do like the patterns on the leaf itself. So imagine using one brush for everything. It's like what other brush allows you to do that? So this brush is ideal for diluted watercolor techniques. So imagine painting, using this to paint a background, and using this, using the water, dropping the color for a nice graduated wash. This would be perfect for it, especially because it holds so much water. So it's ideal for diluted watercolor techniques such as for backdrops and for backgrounds like these. And this side over here is the MKS Kolinsky round brush. This, on the other hand, is all about control. So it is ideal for fine details and precise strokes. So this is the round brush in MKS Kolinsky synthetic fiber with nickel plated brass ferrule, and it's size 10. So this is the Il Doppio round brush. So the fiber provides a performance equivalent and greater than the Kolinsky saber. So unlike the quill, it's not that absorbent. It's actually a bit springy. The fiber also allows for perfect seal and in compactness of the tip. As you can see, the tip, it kind of springs back, and it does allow like kind of a precise line very easily, simple. The absorbency is actually not too bad, and it does return to its shape, no matter how, as can you see, I'm actually bending it, but when it's done, it's gonna come back to the right shape. And as you can see, it does take up quite a lot. Like, it does allow you to paint quite a lot with just one dip in the watercolor. So not as much as the quill, but it's good enough for a round brush. Okay, it gives a control and precise line. So let me just demonstrate that control, precise lines. So if you hold your brush kind of a perpendicular, you can see it could give you like such fine lines. You could do cross hatching, you could do little details. Can you see how fine it is? It's incredible. I can imagine doing this on like the tiny fine branches of trees, and here I think I'm really enjoying drawing straight line with this brush. It's so nice to use. Okay, like the dots that you can get, like all these details that you can get, which is so cool. So much fun to use. So to summarize, what do I like about this brush? Firstly, it has very fine tips. So both tips are fine. They have, especially this one, the quill brush, has very impressive water retention, and it's very convenient because you're having two brushes in one holder, and you can just go out like one brush body with two brush heads. However, because the body is kind of smooth, so it becomes very difficult for the brush to kind of sit down on the surface without rolling off. So if you notice, like if I just give it a push, it's just gonna roll off. Okay, so it might just kind of roll away without you knowing about it. Another thing is when you brush, like when you are using this, because you can't pose your cap, so there is this like danger, possibility that you might lose the cap. So you have to hold it, or you have to find a pocket and keep it somewhere while you paint. Okay, so this is something to note. Very small thing. The second con is that it's not exactly very cheap. Okay, the price may not be so affordable. It is probably at a higher end for some artists. So I think you can grab the Il Doppio directly from Borciani Bonazzi. It's also available from online art supply stores like artmaterials.ca if you are based in US or Canada, and the artmaterials.ca. If you are based in Europe, it's very convenient because it's actually a Spanish store, but it does send everywhere globally. So I got this one, and they were really fast. I think I ordered this on like a Tuesday and I got it on a Friday. So it's just within 3 days. And everything's kind of included. There wasn't like an issue with the custom and things like that. And overall, I think the Il Doppio is a solid tool for artists on the go, for urban sketches. And if you're someone who loves plein air, you love to travel sketch, you don't want to bring too much stuff, this brush might just be the perfect companion for you. And just before we go, I want to share with you a sneak peek on the upcoming Il Doppio Travel Brush 2. So it's set to have even more exciting features. So yeah, stay tuned, all right? Be sure to subscribe for more art supply reviews and demo. And I'll see you in the next video, hopefully for the Il Doppio Travel Brush number 2. Okay? Thank you so much and see you in the next one. Bye-bye!